Alright guys, this video is a review and tutorial of Linked Helper. I'm going to show you their 4 most powerful automation tools and some of the things that are a waste of time. So we're going to get started here. So Linked Helper is an automation tool. The easiest way to do it is please don't use these buttons here. They seem to glitch on me. Maybe it's because of my computer. Maybe it's because my computer is about 3-4 years old, but it sometimes glitches, and that's the only thing you need to watch out for. But I'll show you how to do that real quick. So this screen here shows you all the functions that they have. I'll quickly go over these and what benefits you, what really doesn't. So profile auto visitor, I just think that's a waste of time. I mean, if somebody has enough time to see who's viewing their LinkedIn page, then they're either A, have way too much time, or they're trying to sell you something. Profiles auto follower, same thing. I mean, honestly, I very rarely click on my homepage to see what's going on in my social feed. If you're a busy, successful entrepreneur, business person, you probably are doing the same thing. You probably, if you're like me, you just go on for a couple minutes a day and just kind of click around and quickly get off. But this is the most important part. We'll start here. I call this the collect and connect part. So this is the most important part. You do want to grow your LinkedIn profile following. Mainly because you're going to follow hopefully people that are going to either resonate with you, or maybe you can sell them a product, or maybe you can buy a product from them. Whatever your business model is, you can do it with LinkedIn. So when you click on this, it's going to take you to this screen back here. First thing you want to do is collect. So for instance, if I want to collect with Dallas real estate people, that was the first one I did. But let's say you want to create a new one. So I've been connected with real estate people lately. But let's create a new one. Let's say you want to connect with dentists. So, yep. Oops. D-E-N-T-I-S-T. There we go. All right. So say we want to collect with dentists. So we're going to go here to collect contacts for inviting. It's going to click on this page here. I have LinkedIn Navigator, but I don't think you actually need it. I'm actually I'm on the month trial, and I actually got it because I was trying another service which I didn't like so much. It's called Leonard, and those are the other competition. There's one called Leonard, there's one called DuckSoup, but I've heard that this is the best one, so I'm pleased with Linked Helper. So we'll go to the general LinkedIn search page. Like I said, my computer's older and kind of slow, so it sometimes glitches like it's doing right now. Alright, don't know what's going on here. If I cancel. Alright, well, another way to do it is just go to your search page here. It looks like it's actually doing something right now. Maybe it's because I'm recording, it's kind of glitching. It's going, there we go. So it normally doesn't take that long, but you'll go here, you go to all filters. Obviously you're going to want to connect with second connections only, not third connections. It's a waste of your time. Let me show you a really cool way and a fast way to add location. So let's say I want to connect with dentists in the state of Texas. So if you don't know this hack, then you can just kind of close your eyes for 10 seconds. But if you put TEX, like say I want to connect with all the Texas people, it'll automatically just load them for me. So maybe it's not a hack to you. Oops, text. Yeah, like I said, my computer's going kind of glitchy. I think it's because I'm recording too. It normally doesn't glitch this bad. San Antonio, that's enough for this thing. But let's say I want to click with dentists. For some reason, dentist isn't an industry. I found that out the other day. So maybe it's under some other industry. And this thing is covering my scroll down screen. So if you just, not what I wanted to do. So I'm going to go here and just click with title. There's a couple workarounds if you can't find something. So if I put dentist and click tab, that gives it the apply. Why did it take everything else off here? What's going on here? Well, I'm just going to show you. This is just for a demo, so it doesn't really matter. But it's showing that I have 525 results. So next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to collect, I'm sorry. So we'll go here, and now it's automatically connecting. So here you're going to show it where it says already collected. It's going to show you the amount, and as you can see, it's going on right there. So one of the things I wanted to show you is, well, first I'm showing you this. It's doing that. It says it's already connected with 10, but you always want to have your screen open. So while this is going, what I'll do is if you I guess you can't see my tab. Yeah, you can't see my tab, but all you have to do is scroll this thing down and open it up into a new window, and then just open up in the back screen. Do not minimize it. Do not close it down, anything like that, because it will actually stop. So what we do now is we go back to that screen that we are on, and it's going here. As you can see, it got 40 pretty quick, so it collected them. So I'm going to stop right there. So once you collect them, it takes a minute. Sometimes it takes a second to get stopped. Then you're going to want to invite them. So you can send them a message. I don't ever do that. I don't ever read those invite messages. Half of them you can tell are pre-populated anyway, so I just go ahead and skip straight to invite. So if you want to send them a message, you can. This is what's really cool, guys. It gives you so Linked Helper gives you speed control. This is their max, which is 100 per day, and it gives it every 24 hours. If you're brand new to LinkedIn, please drop that down. I wouldn't say 10, but maybe 60, maybe 50, whatever it is, because LinkedIn does not, if you're a brand new account, they don't want you to, sometimes people open new LinkedIn accounts just to spam people, and obviously, they want to stop that. So I don't think this is spamming. If connecting with a bunch of people on LinkedIn and messaging them, if that's spamming, then I don't really know what LinkedIn is for. So we'll go ahead and get that going here. We'll start it. And as you can see, it's doing this. You can go back and go do something else while you're doing this. So if you're like me, you'll have other stuff to do throughout the day. You don't have time to be worrying about LinkedIn. So what I do is I reduce the size on my window that I'm using, and I like to keep this screen here just so I can see what's going on. Does it see that? So if you see this little screen, you know that it's working. Anytime that it pauses for more than about 30, 45 seconds, maybe a minute, I go back to the screen and then I just refresh it. So let's pretend that it stopped for some reason. What I'll do is I'll just refresh the screen, and then Linked Helper just kind of unglitches itself. So for this demonstration, we're going to go ahead and stop this activity. So that's enough for a collect and connect. So if you have any questions, write those in the comments and I'll answer your questions on that. So the next thing we want to do is we want to message the people that we just connected with. So like I said, I don't like to use from this screen. It seems like it glitches sometimes. So I'll click on this one here and I'll put message first connections. So here we have the people that we've messaged, that we've connected with. Before we do that, I'm going to show you how to make a list. For instance, I made this list about insurance people, but let's say I wanted to generate a list on, let's create a new one for, let's go with dentist again, D-I-N-T-I-S-T, create, and now when I click this, it's, oh wait, this is something else. This is to manage your list. So if you have like 4 or 5 lists going, you can actually merge them together. You can, if you accidentally added one group of people to one list, and you can move them over. So this is a pretty cool feature. I'm actually not going to go into that because I don't know it that well. I didn't really use it that much. But here we get to the connect if we want to collect people. But for this message, let me go ahead and just finish showing you that. So let's say I want to connect with dentist. So I want to message dentist, excuse me. I'm going to go to this list here, and it's going to make my list for me. And like I said, if you go from this screen here, so now it's going to connect them. It's going to, collect them based off of my search parameters that I put in here. See, right now it's wanting to connect with all these people, and that's not what I wanted to do. So go back to this screen, all filters, we'll go to first connections only. If I wanted to do all the United States, I could. We'll just do it for this example, and then D-E-N-T-I-S-T, and then we'll click apply, and then now it's going to apply it. And then just like right now, if you notice, it says stop, and it's not doing anything. If it ever does this, just go to stop collecting and then collect, and it'll recatch itself like it just did. So that's a little tip and trick there. It will pause itself for some reason. Oh, you know why? I think I still have this. Oh, never mind. I quit the back screen. But anyways, so that's how you connect, or that's how you collect them. The next thing you want to do is message them. So we'll go here to your message board, and whatever you want to type into them. So it's giving me a tutorial. As you can see, I didn't even use the tutorial, it's pretty simple. But here you can, your subject line could be whatever, your vote can be whatever. It has pretty cool features that it'll just, if you just want to add the first name, whatever you want to do to this, you can type it in the message editor there. But I'm going to cancel out for now. But as you can see, it's really simple. To be honest, I didn't use it that much, so that's why there's not a lot of pre-populated stuff. But you can see it's pretty simple to do that. So that's the second most powerful tool, is is messaging them after you collect with them. Another thing that's really powerful is endorsing your contacts. I can't tell you how important this is, mainly because right now the algorithm, what I've noticed is the more visibility you have on your page is based on how many endorsements you have. So if I go to my page here, my endorsements are down here. I actually just changed this once I learned that. I moved, I had, where are we going here? All right. So I had these down here towards the bottom. I moved them up. If you saw one of my previous videos, I had something else up here, and I had like 99, because most people are just going to view your top 3. I think I had term, life, and disability, and one other thing. As you can see, I have a lot of those, but I wanted to be known more for sales and insurance. And if you don't know how to move those around, you can add a new skill and you can move stuff around. Like if I wanted to move that down, I could, or whatever, but I want to keep those right now. I want, if people are searching for a salesperson, insurance person, or a life insurance person, I want me to pop up, but obviously I need more visibility. And let me kind of show you what that means. So for instance, if somebody's looking for a plumber in LinkedIn, and I click OK, the ones that pop up are going to be the ones that have good social SEO. Like I said, my computer's kind of glitchy right now because I'm recording, but you can do this on your own time. I'm getting kind of annoyed. It normally doesn't glitch this much, but it's probably because I'm recording. So that's the second one. Let me show you how to endorse really quick. So endorsing, same thing. You just grab a list. Right now I'm endorsing other insurance agents, hopefully they endorse me back. And some of them have, and that's the thing, some will, some won't, so what. So first we go to collect, same principles. What I was showing you earlier, it'll ask you to pick your parameters of who you want to search with. Then you go to endorse here. So you endorse my contacts, and then it'll automatically start endorsing. So here we go. It's endorsing other insurance people. Like I said, you can put that in the back screen while you're doing whatever you want to do. Blah blah blah. You get the point. So we'll go back to the screen here. As you can see, it'll have a countdown. You can't see it on my screen here, but it'll do in the background. Endorsing actually takes the most amount of time. It's probably going to take like a minute each person. So the limit here is 60 per day. So it's going to easily take you an hour. But like I said, what's really cool about this system is it does everything automatically. Honestly, I don't ever endorse people. If I do, it's before this this program, I probably endorsed maybe 10 people in my life, so I really like it. Now, hopefully, I'll get more endorsements too. But like I said, it's something that it just does it automatically. You have to do nothing. You can work your day while this does it in the background. And my favorite feature I've had that I used on this program was the delete connections remover. So for me, analysts brought no benefit to my network. Honestly, they never messaged me. They never responded. I don't think I've ever sold an insurance product to an analyst. I have no idea why. So I just deleted. I deleted about between that and some other. I think I deleted other things like students or stuff like that. And what's really cool is you can actually see your list. So you can modify, and I forgot to show you this on all things. You can actually view your list and modify. Well, these already deleted everybody, so there's not going to be anything there. But let's just do a quick, I don't know who to delete. Go to my currents. Oh yeah, so you want to go to your current connections page. I don't know. There it goes. Who would I delete? Not social media. A designer. Yeah, let's delete some designers. No offense if there's. I don't think any of the designers or analysts are watching this, so I'm really not that concerned. So, what are we doing here? No, we'll go back to the screen. So, connections remover, and we're going to. Oh yeah, we do have to. Sorry. So we're gonna go with. Sorry, my screen's going kind of slow. No biggie. So we'll go to filters, first connections. Let's do IT people. They hate me too, so I don't hate them, but for some reason they hate me. Let's just do all the IT people in the entire world. Let's see what happens. How many of those guys do I have? I have 1,000. Wow. So this is pretty cool. So like I said, for this one I want to create new. So we'll just put IT. I know what that means. You can put whatever you want. We'll go to collect, and boom, it does it automatically. So I'll go ahead and let this play through. And like I said, what's really cool about this program is you can do whatever you want throughout the day. Let that do its own stuff. And just so you know, 1,000 is the limit. So when you do a list of well, it's been the limit on some of the other stuff I've had. So I think 1,000 is the limit for a lot of people. But now you know. If you have any questions, write those in the comments. If you like this video, please like. I have a couple other videos too about LinkedIn. If they benefit you, please subscribe. All right, thanks for your time. Bye.